In a dramatic twist to the language controversy sparked off by Kamal Haasan, the Karnataka High Court today pulled up the actor turned politician, asking him to apologize. But he categorically refused to offer an apology. The controversy was sparked off after Kamal Haasan claimed that Kannada was born out of Tamil. Even before he moved the High Court, he was questioned on his statements multiple times and he refused to apologize each time. Before we tell you how events transpired in court, let me remind you how Kamal Haasan not just stoked the controversy but also kept the fire burning.
I've been threatened before, and if I am wrong, I'll apologize. If I'm not, I won't. It's my lifestyle. Please don't tamper with it.
Now, this issue came to a head today at the Karnataka High Court, where the actor was pulled up by the court for stoking this controversy in the first place. The first point of rebuke that came in from the court is said that you may be Kamal Haasan, but you can't hurt sentiments. That was rebuke number one. Rebuke number two, that a public figure cannot make such statements, was the other statement coming in from the High Court. The third rebuke is that what happened because of it, unrest and disharmony. Rebuke number four, on what basis did you say it? Are you a historian or a linguist? The fifth rebuke, the right of expression can't be stretched to hurt sentiments. Rebuke 6, you apologize, you want to earn from here. And he's obviously talking about the film being released in Karnataka. Rebuke number 7, you are letting it go beyond control and seeking police protection is another observation that came in from the High Court. However, Kamal Haasan remained firm on his stand that he has clarified his stand on Kannada and that he's only exercising his constitutional right here. He's made it clear that he will not apologize for this and also offers to resolve this issue by dialogue. However, politicians cutting across party lines today are demanding that the actor issue an apology and put this matter to rest.
ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ನಡವಳಿಕೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾವು ಸಾಯಬಾರದು ಕೋಲು ಮುರಿಬಾರದು. ಆದರೆ ಕಮಲ್ ಹಾಸನ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಖ್ಯಾತ ನಟ. ತಮಿಳು ಭಾಷೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅದರ ನೆಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಖಂಡಿತ ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ. ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಷಮೆನ ಯಾಚಿಸಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕಮಲ್ ಹಾಸನ್ ಅವರು.
ಬೇರೆ ನಮ್ಮವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘಟನೆಯವರು ನಾನು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಕೋಪಕ್ಕೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು. ನೀವು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಅವರು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ತೀರ್ಪು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಲಹೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining us on the show is Shekharaya, senior journalist. Sajid Gowda, Kannada activist, is with us. We have Kasturi Shankar, actor, joining us. C. Rajshekharan, lawyer, is with us. We also have T. Shiva, General Secretary of the Tamil Nadu Film Active Producers Association, joining us. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin with you. C. Rajshekharan, you might have seen what the High Court has observed today. And a very pointed question asked of Kamal Haasan. On what basis has he made such a comment? Is he a linguist? Is he a historian? Because even as the facts stand, what he has said is not factually true.
Madhav, good evening. See, I'll make things categorically clear that Tamil is the old.
All right, we've lost that line there with C. Rajshekharan. We'll try and reconnect. But Mr. Shiva, I'd like to bring you in on this. You know, the court has repeatedly said that, all right, C. Rajshekharan is back with us. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Rajshekharan. Mr. Rajshekharan, can you hear me?
Tamil is the oldest. Tamil is the.
All right, apologize for that connection. Mr. T. Shiva, would you like to take that question?
Yes.
So the High Court has specifically asked him on what basis has he made this comment, because he's not factually true when he's making such a statement. The High Court has asked him whether he's a historian or a linguist.
Yeah. See, basically, Kamal sir is a treasure of Indian cinema. When he said, I spoke out of love, the Kannada people should accept it the same way with the love. See, there's nothing to do with our court or anything. It is only between the film industries. When Thug Life is not releasing, after all these requests and all these by all the bodies, then there will be a problem in the future. Kannada films or Kannada dubbed films will not be released in Tamil Nadu. That stand we will be forcing to take that action against this Kannada industry. But I hope it will not happen. Because we sent a letter to Karnataka Film Chamber and I spoke to the President, Mr. Narasimha also. Kannada industry also trying to solve it. But the problem is Kamal sir will not ask apology because there is nothing to do with any apologies in this.
Oh, he will not apologize and this matter should be between the two film industries. Do you accept that argument, Sajid Gowda?
Absolutely not. And first, let us understand what the core issue here. First and foremost is he is factually incorrect. It's a misleading propaganda which he is trying to put. So this is not acceptable and nobody is going to accept here. And for the second part, the threat that Kannada movies won't be released in Tamil Nadu if this happens, we don't care. We care about truth here. This is a matter of what is true and what is false. So we will stand with truth. We will not allow this kind of propaganda to be run against Kannada or anyone.
And, let me bring in C. Rajshekharan on this. C. Rajshekharan, you heard what the judge said. The judge says, Justice Nagprasanna even saying that mistakes happen and we are not here for confessions. When mistakes happen, you should know what to do. So the question that many are asking is, what is his pride? What is his ego? Why not apologize and get done with it? Move on.
Say, Madhav, I agree with the Honorable Judge of the Karnataka High Court, and he has made some observations with regard to a petition filed by an activist advocate, and going by the merits of the issue, he has just made an observation. It is not an order. Let me make things clear. But here, with regard to the statement made by actor Kamal Haasan, I would go further ahead and say Tamil is the oldest language. See, from Tamil only Kannada, Malayalam, Telugu and Tulu had come.
No, that is not factually correct.
These languages is Tamil.
That is not factually correct, sir. One second. Let me read out.
I'll tell you, please allow me. Don't heckle me.
No, I'm not heckling you. Listen to me. Just listen to me. I'm quoting. I'll tell you the historian who I'm quoting also. Mr. Rajshekharan, 1 second. Let's go one by one. Let's go one by one. The point is not that which language, another languages originated from, but there is a Proto-Dravidian, and I'm quoting linguist Bhadradri Raju Krishnamurthy's book on talking about Tamil, Kannada, the origin of Malayalam, Irula, Kurumba, Kodagu, Toda, Kota, Badaga, Koraga, and all of these which evolved from a Proto-South Dravidian. So it is a factually incorrect comment to make. One language may be a little older than the other, that's a separate issue. But that does not mean that other language automatically evolved from it. And this is a point that also came up in the court today. There have been leaders who apologized for making false statements like this in the past.
Say, Madhav, I am not going into the merits of whatever Kamal Haasan had said or whether he should apologize or not. I am not going into the merits. But let me make things clear. Say, our Prime Minister goes throughout the world and says, Yadum Mure Yavurum Kelir. They didn't keep a Sengol from Karnataka. The Sengol is from Tamil Nadu in the Parliament House. So going by the merits, Tamil is even the Sanskrit is coming from Tamil. Tamil is the oldest language. Tamil has got its own pride. But in spite of that, we Tamilians are welcoming everybody into Tamil Nadu. We have made MGR a Malayali Chief Minister. We have made Jayalalitha a Kannadiga Chief Minister. We have always welcomed. We are the most magnanimous people in the whole earth, whole universe. Because we don't say, we will not allow this, we will not do this. We always welcome. We are a very generous people. Tamil diaspora throughout the world, throughout the universe is always a very magnanimous.
I can see Kasturi.
We are very generous to everybody.
I can see Kasturi was earlier holding her head and now had her hands up. Kasturi, I'm going to come to you in just 1 second. Please be a little patient. Yeah. All right. Okay. Kasturi Shankar.
Okay. First of all, I apologize on behalf of all sensible Tamilians in Tamil Nadu. I apologize on behalf of all of us Tamilians to Mr. Gowda and to Mr. Madhavdas and to anyone else on the panel for Mr. Rajashekharan's frankly incendiary comments. I'm sorry, that is not the attitude and the approach that most of us have. So very humbly, let me put across my points. Number one, yes, Tamil is the oldest of the siblings. That is something that I think people can agree on. I would even go so far as to say Tamil is the most similar to its mother, which is Proto-Dravidian. But again, this is not a time for theory. I think the time for debate about Kannada versus Tamil is long past. The damage is further than that. Now we are talking about two film industries at loggerheads. We are talking about the peoples of two states who are living amicably in each other's states, now coming to difficulties because of one man's irresponsible comments. I believe that if Mr. Kamal Haasan, and I applaud his conviction, I applaud that he stands by what he believes, but I would applaud him even more if he, instead of just giving circumspect statements, if he had submitted evidence about why he said Kannada is born out of Tamil. If he had submitted to the court, that would have been a better approach to take. But the best approach is not showing strength. The best approach is showing grace. You could be completely right. Everybody on earth can be completely wrong. But sometimes for the greater good, you take a hit. I think that would have been a good thing to do. But I want to also bring in something Kamal Haasan did not too long ago. He went on record saying that when Udayanidhi talked about eradication of Sanatana, Kamal Haasan, in order to support Udayanidhi, ended up saying Raja Raja Chola is not a Hindu king. He actually went on record with this, and a lot of us who have bothered to do our homework completely took him to task about it. Right. He could not rebut any of the...
So is it all about politics? I remember that comment. I thank you for pointing that out, Kasturi. But let me bring in Shekhar Iyer on that note. Shekhar Iyer, is this just about politics? We know it's an election year in Tamil Nadu as it is going to be in several other states. Is this nothing but positioning for Kamal Haasan? More than the film release, is it positioning ideologically that he's doing?
Well, I think to a great extent, that is a problem that has been created by Kamal Haasan for himself. See, he wants to straddle the world of art, culture, films, cinema, and also the world of politics. And now, since he is going to enter the Rajya Sabha with the help of DMK, he feels that having made the statement, if he does anything, even if he says sorry or he says, look, if I've hurt, I would like to apologize. If he just says this, he feels probably his backers in Tamil Nadu, and since he has built himself as a great person speaking for the cause of the Tamil, he feels that if he were to even apologize, some of the sentiments in Tamil Nadu would be affected and it would affect his politics. And what he is now attempting is, he is trying to hold a dialogue with the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce and saying that, look, you accept this and leave it because it also involves commerce. But I think the simple thing is, look, see, we always say, even between friends, if what I've said has hurt you, okay, I'm sorry and be done with. But here Kamal has trapped himself. Nobody has pushed him into this. Neither the DMK that is sending him to Rajya Sabha wanted him to make such a statement. Nobody asked him to do this, but he himself has done it because he has a penchant for making such statements. And once having made the statement, he finds it difficult to go back because he fears it will affect his image. Because this issue is not about which is the older language, what has come out of what. And after all, between the southern states, there's a lot of cultural interaction. There is a lot of, you see, here itself you heard whether Mr. Rajashekharan or Kasturi Shankar, all these people can speak fluent Kannada, fluent Telugu, fluent Tamil, or even Malayalam. There is no problem at all. But Kamal Haasan, why has he trapped himself? See, this is something, that is what the Justice Prasanna tried to explain today in the court. Tell him, look, what is all that? Because the whole thing is, Kamal Haasan wants the court's help to see that the film is released. That's a 300 crore plus film. See, here is a problem. If you have a film commerce in mind, and you feel what you do should also strengthen you politically, you land up in this soup. It's a soup of his making.
Absolutely.
Only he can get out of it.
Absolutely. It's a soup of his own making. And in fact, I want Mr. Shiva to respond to that. Mr. Shiva, end of the day, the question that many are asking, I'm just going to quote what the High Court judge has said. He says, people are very emotional about three things. Jala, Nela and Bhashe, that is water, land and language. Shouldn't that serve as a red line for political leaders and celebrities alike to avoid making provocative comments on such sensitive issues? And Kamal Haasan would know a thing or two about politics. He's been in politics for quite some time now. He would know that he, not forget as a political leader, even as an actor, if he makes such comments, that is going to have a certain amount of impact. Shouldn't he be more responsible, sir?
Yes, sir, but he has given a wonderful explanation today. You must have read it. Because he said it's out of love and affection, he has said. Because like we...
Sir, if I insult you out of love and affection, will you like it? If I insult you out of love and affection, will you accept it?
No, not that. See,
no, that is exactly what is the point being made here by the activists and all of those who are objecting. They are saying you come to our state and then you have come out and made such an objectionable comment. You're not even apologizing and saying that no, it is out of love. How is that acceptable, sir?
No. Actually, he didn't come with any proof, or again he didn't try to prove this with records.
That just makes it worse.
Out of love.
That just makes it worse.
You are like my father, I am like your son. We used to say, no, in that love only he said.
No, I don't understand. I don't understand. How does the love work? You insult somebody or you say something that is demeaning. Rather than apologize, why are you saying that's out of love? How does that add up?
Sir, there is no insult. You are saying you are like my son, you are like my father. Is it an insult?
There is no insult here. Sajid Gowda, there is no insult. Sajid.
Madhav, let me come in here. So, see, this is a classic case of everyone wants to adopt a rich kid. Maybe they don't have the self-confidence or self-respect about their own thing. One side you have Sanskrit supremacists and one side you have Tamil supremacists trying to say Kannada is born out of Sanskrit and Tamil and whatnot. So let me just give a little background to basic linguistics. In linguistics, or when they're telling oldest language, what they mean is when did they find the oldest script or inscription, right? So if you have studied a bit of, or if you have a general idea of what linguistics or how language is born through a very, very organic way from, let's say, they say that it is up from 80,000 to 1 lakh year. It started with gestures, it started with single sounds, then it came with words, then it came with sentences, then it came with, and at very, very later stage, that is at maybe 5,000 years ago, the scripts or the symbols were used to communicate the language what people used to speak.
Come to the point, please.
The script came. Just a minute. So that is how the script came. So what they are now quoting to say what is oldest language or trying to find a date of birth for the language is basically based on the script, which is absolute nonsense because the language goes back for thousands and thousands of years, even before the script actually formally came. So the whole idea of trying to measure the language antiquity or the age by using the script as a baseline is so ridiculous that is not acceptable.
Okay. It's a ridiculous thing to talk about which language is older, which language is yes. But Mr. Rajshekharan, we have somebody on the panel, Kasturi Shankar, who says that she apologizes on behalf of everybody from Tamil Nadu, everyone sensible, because the comments that you have made are, just don't make any sense at a time like this. They don't solve any purpose. Would you like to take back your position or correct your position, Mr. Rajshekharan?
Madhav, Kasturi Shankar is not the voice of majority people of Tamil Nadu, neither the voice of the whole Tamil diaspora, because for obvious reasons. See, the emotions and sentiments of each Tamilian in Tamil Nadu and throughout the world, throughout the globe, is what Mr. Kamal Haasan is reflecting. Though I have difference of opinion with Kamal Haasan, but one thing I must agree.
Mr. Rajshekharan.
He has rightly spoken at the right time. Though he is going to lose the income from whatever the movie he is going to get, Thug Life in Karnataka, he is not apologizing. I stand by him on this issue.
Mr. Rajshekharan, this is a classic case. This is a classic case of making a comment without any facts. One second, Mr. Rajshekharan, without any facts to back up his statement. He has not apologized. And he has no, and you know, if every leader or every big celebrity in one state starts going to other states and saying that, look here, your language originated out of mine, you know, that's a recipe for complete chaos and disaster. Because Mr. Rajshekharan, you yourself said that you respect what the High Court says. How is it possible? Because the High Court has pulled up Mr. Kamal Haasan. Fine,
No,
it's not in order, but the observations are very
you
stinging.
No, you have misunderstood the whole statement of Kamal Haasan, and you have misunderstood the concept of language. Because Tamil is the mother of all languages, especially Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam and Tulu.
Again,
we
are back to the same argument. Kasturi.
Tamil.
Kasturi.
This is the harsh truth.
We've already been through this. We've already been through this. We've spoken about older, etc. There are other people who have different perspectives, but yes, Kasturi Shankar.
Mr. Rajashekharan slipped in a pretty racist comment out there about being obvious reasons. I'm very curious to know what those obvious reasons are, but I'll let it slide in the interest of time and in the interest of actually saying something sensible to balance his views. So I'm going to say this is not the first time Mr. Kamal Haasan has gotten into trouble for his convictions. I respect him. I think it's real thug life for him to stand by his convictions. That's great, but nobody has to agree with it. So there was a time when he got into trouble with the same. You can check with Mr. Shiva.
Yeah.
Mr. Shiva was on the other side of Kamal Haasan when the Producers Guild completely got Kamal Haasan's ostracized. They had a ban on him because he dared to release a theatre in digital format instead of towing the theatre exhibition.
We're completely out of time. I just want to get a quick comment from Shekhar Iyer. Shekhar Iyer, how do you see this matter being resolved? Because ultimately, is there going to be any other option but for Kamal Haasan to apologize before the court as things stand?
See, if Easy is right, all he has to say is, look, I didn't mean that, sorry, let's get on. That's all. That's all that people are asking. I mean, this is a very simple way out. And see, one thing is clear. There was no application of mind when he said this. But he is not willing to acknowledge it because he fears if he were to say so, there will be people in Tamil Nadu who will question his loyalty to Tamil Nadu. You see, for instance, I'll give you an example. In his, publicity for his film before launch, he said, I chose Thug Life because I didn't want to have a Sanskrit name because I can't stand Sanskrit. Now, anybody, why should it be against any particular language?
Absolutely. Very, very serious questions. Has Kamal Haasan got himself into a controversy of his own making, and how is he going to get himself out of hot water on this one? There are serious questions that emerge. Shekhar Iyer, Sajid Gowda, Kasturi Shankar, C. Rajshekharan and T. Shiva, thanks so much for joining us this evening.